From those unfortunate scenes, I want to show you a number here. 13 million. That is the number of students who are supposed to go back to school as schools reopen today. 10 million pupils at primary level and secondary level. There are 3 million students there. But as the schools countrywide reopen for the second term, there's uproar by booksellers who claim they are owed billions of unpaid bills after delivering learning materials to public schools. This is coming after the conclusion of a 4-day training of the teachers on the competence-based curriculum in a process that was harshly opposed by the Kenya National Union of Teachers. Here's that story by Makori Ongechi.
After a 1-month-long holiday, learners in both primary and secondary schools flocked to different bus stations anticipating their journey back to school for second term. In Nakuru, parents were busy in bookshops picking stationery to send their children to school for the next 3 months. But the booksellers and distributors who supply to these schools are an unhappy lot. They are blaming the government for failing to pay them an accumulative debt running into billions.
Hapo mbele yangu kuna stock zaidi ya milioni 4 ya vitabu ambazo are dead stock. Nchini tumekuwa tukiwasiliana na wengi ambao wako na dead stocks, na wengi ambao nimeongea nao tukijumulisha imekuwa about 4 billion, na wote tunalilia kwa serikali kwamba without 2 partners now kwa hii kazi we used to supply through the procurement manual serikali ya 2012.
The booksellers who met in Nakuru last week to work out a strategy for the recovery of their investments have threatened to stop the supply of the books to schools until they are paid. Previously, the government engaged booksellers in supplying the books to public schools, but with the new curriculum, the government changed the policy and began delivering the books directly. But the booksellers argue that their agreement with the government to supply books to public schools still remains and is outlined in law. Citizen TV has learned that Education CS Professor George Magoha has scheduled a meeting with the booksellers on Tuesday. For now, the task remains to the Minister of Education in engaging the stakeholders and particularly the booksellers to find a solution in order to avoid any unnecessary interruption during this term. Makori Ongechi, Citizen TV, Nairobi.